It's Friday morning.
Yes,
August the 13th.
13th.
Friday the 13th. Lucky day. So Ilene is with me. Say hi, Ilene.
Hi.
And we're gonna do a little tour of her neighborhood. Have you driven in an electric car before?
No, this is my first time, and I'm thrilled. I'm excited.
Okay, so you're gonna give us a little tour. So
all right, so take a right.
Take a right. Okay.
We're traveling in an area in Piedmont, Quebec, which they call Mont Belvedere. And Mont Belvedere is one of the oldest mountains in the Laurentian range. It had not been developed as a ski center, whereas, as you'll see when we go over the mountain, we will get to the ski centers. This is a beautiful area that's been lovely mid-range to high-end homes. And you can take a right here and we can actually be on top of the mountain. And you've got a very quiet area. A lot of retired people up here because it takes that to live up here. It's an expensive area. And now we're heading to the peak where we will be staring Mont Belvedere, which is right in front of us now.
And this is one of the very first places I learned to ski.
Oh, fantastic.
I remember going down the Bobcat, and when I was only 6, 7 years old, and I thought it was so steep.
You'll be turning right up here.
And then when I went years ago, later ski racing, I thought it was pretty flat.
Well, the nice part is that from our homes in the evening, the Mont Belvedere and Mont Sauveur is completely lit up, so we get to see all the lights. The peak where Harvey and I are going to be arriving at in about a second is fabulous because I can look over now and I can see all the little skiers and they can tell me how busy the mountain is. And on your right, you've got Mont Sauveur.
That's Hill 69, right?
Yeah, it's 69 right there. And right in front of us over here is Mont Belvedere. How great is that?
And there's a section of the furthest north and the furthest south sections of each resort that you can there's a little path that you can go in between.
Yes, you can.
And at that time you were telling me, well, I knew that there were two separate companies that were owned each of those resorts, but now it's all owned by the same company.
All owned by the same company. But now that little path that you were talking about is now an open trail taking you back and forth to both mountains.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And now we're at the base of Mont Belvedere. I was saying to Harvey, this is my first ride in an electric car, and the feel is just fabulous. The ride, the noise level, the actual steering, everything.
Are we going right?
Yes, and you don't have a choice. And it really is an amazing. I'm in awe. I'm in awe. I'm totally in awe. This is a fabulous vehicle.
Okay, so we're in the front seat. We just shot, you saw the Mont Habitant. Now where are we going now?
We're going to go to the next mountain. This mountain is privately owned and will always stay in the family of the Steins. Now we're going to go to Mont Habitant, to Mourn Heights, and that mountain is part of a conglomerate. And this, it becomes what they call the Le Sommet. And Le Sommet comprises of 5 ski centers.
Yeah, and you spell that SOMMETT?
No, one T.
One T. Okay.
Yeah, one T. So, and it comprises of Mont Sauveur, Mourn Heights, Mont Belvedere, Mont Olympia, and Mont Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yes, left turn. And now we're on our adventure, so we're going to tune you out for now, and we'll be back. Hi, we're now arriving in the community of Mourn Heights, which is one of the oldest communities in all of the Laurentians. It was founded by settlers that came here basically from England and Scotland. And that's a new new golf course here.
That's new?
Harvey. Oh,
How new?
Jesus. I would say it's probably about 7 or 8 years old, but I'll take you up there on our way back.
Actually, I think I played at that golf course.
At Balmoral?
Yeah, because Patrice, I think that's his club.
Oh, that's probably his club.
And we played there. We had a great time.
Oh,
That's when I had that birdie on the par 3 where I missed my drive way left, and I'm beside a tree, pulled out a sand wedge. I was about 80, 90 yards away, and I popped it in the hole for a birdie. Patrice was going, what?
That's nuts. Yeah, so Mourn Heights being an absolutely beautiful, back in time type of little town. It never has, I guess, come into the 21st century. And the people that live here are also very, very unique and lovely.
What
Quite
makes them
still an English
community. What makes them unique?
Down to earth, not materialistic about making the town crazy. Right in front of us, Harvey, there is Mourn Heights. Yeah, there's the mountain.
I'll try and zoom in here. There we go.
There's our mountain right there. We're gonna come closer to it, and you'll have a look. It's a lovely, again, another family-oriented mountain. Supported by the community here, the schools. We're going to go straight and then we'll go up. And the schools help a great deal, and the mountain helps the children and makes sure that everybody gets an opportunity to come skiing. And they do it right from school. So they go to school in the morning, and in the afternoons they have the opportunity to learn how to ski. One of Canada's great resources.
Well, it looks like a great place to raise your children.
It's a fabulous place. It's got an excellent school. It's really got soccer fields and baseball fields, and everything is very much for the kids. And you've got a couple of nice spas here that have come into fold. At this light, we're going to be turning left to go up to the mountain.
Okay.
Well, we've arrived at the summit of Mourn Heights. We're going to just try to go around to the front so that we can get a nice shot of the mountain. I guess over here, and you can take a left. And look, you can charge.
Oh my, look at that. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Right here?
Yeah. I keep going right here on this little road. Yeah. And it'll take us so that we can...
Oh, right. Okay. We're going to go right at the base of the lake.
Yeah, we're going to go right here.
And I've never skied here. Of all the years that I've skied in the Laurentians, and I've skied at pretty much every little resort, family
you
resort,
go that
and
way.
big.
We're going to go out that way.
And I've never skied here, and I've never been here before. So thanks for taking me here, Eileen.
My pleasure. This is a great, great hill, great family place. And we don't want to go on the games room.
We're going off-road here.
Yeah, we are off-road. We should not be up here.
Oh, we should not be on this road?
No,
okay.
no.
I'll turn around.
Yeah. Here.
Okay, well, there's a good shot of Mourn Heights.
Yep.
And there's the, is this the main chairlift?
Yeah, this is the main chairlift. But you've got
a
chair over there, and you've got a chair over there. You've got the kids area over there.
And then look at the size of the chalet. It's huge.
Yeah.
And you said there was other events that happen here?
Well, there's a lot of events here. For the municipality does a lot of events here also. And we had one of our Ski Hall of Fame dinners here a few years ago.
That's right. You're a board member.
Yes, I've been a board member of the Canadian Ski Museum, and I sit on the board of directors for the Hall of Fame.
Wow, that's very commendable, and to give your time for that. But I'm sure it's very rewarding at the same time.
Well, it's nice to see some of your peers inducted and people that were your mentors being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And actually, if you wanted to go see the ski museum, I could take you through it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, go ahead.
This is the really quaint little town of Mourn Heights, with its little tiny stores. And we have a grocery store here, which has been here for over 70 years or maybe longer. It's called Vaillancourt's, and it's a family-run grocery store.
Oh yeah, there it is on the right.
And it's also a general store. So if you need a light bulb or you need some extra wiring and stuff like that, they have it. But now what they've done is they've turned it into this, that was Danny, turned this, hi. Now we're going along what's called Village Road. Village Road takes you from Mourn Heights to Saint Sauveur. It's the only way that we had to travel many years ago and before they built the 364. And
364 is the main highway.
Is the main highway that we were on going to Mourn Heights. This is the old original, and here's the old schoolhouse. Now this school has been here for maybe 70 years. They have added on to it many times and made it into a beautiful country school with soccer fields and everything else. But it is still an English school.
Here, we'll give you a view of the school.
Yeah, it's still an English school. And it's right now it is a
there it is.
Okay, perfect. It's a grade school. It takes you up to grade 7, and then after that you have to travel to go to high school.
So I just switched drivers. Ilene is now driving.
And she is absolutely, I feel like I'm in dreamland. This is amazing. Just amazing. Just a little touchy on the brakes, so I'm just learning.
Yeah, you should find it pretty easy to drive.
After driving an 18-wheeler, believe me, this is like a dream. And all the racing cars we had, this is even faster. What a fabulous ride this is.
So I'm here with Bob, who is the curator, is that correct? Bob? What do you call yourself?
Call me a guide.
A guide, okay. And Ilene, who's member of the board of the Laurentian Ski Museum.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to do a little walkthrough.
And I'm gonna let Bob take over.
Yeah, okay. So we're just going to do a little walkthrough here.
This is the entrance where people can drop off a contribution if they so wish.
Very good.
And we start our tour by explaining that the Norwegians developed skiing at the beginning, and then from there it went to Europe and the Laurentians. And we talk about how skiing evolved in the Laurentians. The train was very, very instrumental in bringing in Montrealers, people from Toronto, Ottawa. It really developed the ski in this area. When I say this area, I'm talking about Shawbridge, Saint Sauveur, Mont Tremblant, Senegath. And we try to go from the very beginning, which was the beginning of the 20th century, and brings us right into today as we walk around. And we have a particular notation on Mr. Jack Rabbit Johansson, who was very instrumental in developing skiing in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and 60s.
And of course we have the Wall of Fame, or the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Okay, where I know a lot of the people on that Hall of Fame. Okay, bless you.
there's a picture here of the very, very first rope tow. Mr. Foster invented the rope tow.
And there it looks like there's a T-bar next to
And
it.
that's the T-bar on Hill 70, which again was one of the very first in operation. And we touch on some of the clothing that we have. The McGill racing team. The website for the museum would be is museeduski.com. And with that, you come to our site.
That's great. And of course, I'm going to have a video that's going to be much longer and more in depth for this tour. And Bob, thank you so much for your time and for all the wonderful information that I've learned and been blown away by. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was fun doing it.
In 200 meters, keep left.
Well, I just had a really nice visit with Ilene. I'm off to Tremblant now to visit with my best bud, Phil, who we used to work together for a long time. We met each other when we were 4 years. Well, I was 4. He was 4. I was 5. Anyway, just getting on the freeway, heading north to Tremblant. And again, my visit with Ilene was fantastic. We did a great tour of Mourn Heights, St. Sauveur, and her community of Piedmont. It was just a really great, complete visit, and yeah. So now on to the next adventure. Well, I have to tell you about some of the. I grew up here as a kid in the winters, and skiing every weekend. And one of the hills that we had ski races at was Mont Gabriel. En français, c'est Mont Gabriel. Anyway, it's right here on the left, and it looks steep, but it's really quite, it's not steep at all, but it looks steep. Anyway, that's one side of it. That's called the south side, and we're just going by this mountain, and there's a north side as well. On the north side, they do have one run that is very steep, and they used to have a T-bar that was really heavy, like super heavy, and it would go up this very steep slope, and if you fell, it was not funny. People would hurt themselves quite a bit because it was so steep. It was quite slick, and people would would scream down the piste. So I think now they have a chairlift. This was a long time ago.